I remember the comment that I read that made the biggest impact on me, and it said, "Good luck, you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning." And I remember that to this day, and it was like, all right, that's it. Like, I'm chasing this to the end no matter what. So my name is Chad. I'm a filmmaker, a photographer, and also got a YouTube channel called Living the Van Life, which is all about living in my 1991 Volkswagen Westfalia. I was in an Apple store and came across a Canon DSLR. I think at that point it was the Canon 5D. And it sat there on the shelf, and there was something about it. I was like, man, I think I need to pick up photography. Not only did I get to learn photography, but it also taught me passion and realizing what it was like to have so much desire for something that you're willing to just, work all hours of the evening after working your full-time job to try and get somewhere with it. And so I'd been working in the construction industry for 18 years. So how do I go from that, making a good living, to starting out as a photographer from scratch and starting at zero? So I just bought the van again, and my mom was like, well, why don't you go live in your van? Of all people, it was my mom, like, encouraging me to live in my van. My first initial thought was like, there's no way I could do this. And she's like, well, why not? And so I stopped for probably a good 15 minutes. I thought about it, and for some reason I went right to YouTube, and I typed in YouTube, living in a van. I didn't know if it was gonna last a night, a week, a month, a year, a lifetime. I literally had no idea. And I remember laying there processing these thoughts of like, wow, where's this gonna go? But honestly, that was like part of the adventure. The fact that I had the whole entire world in front of me. So fast forward 6 months later, and it was at that point that I realized not only had I learned so much about living in a van, but I'd also learned so much about life. I'd always dreamed of working in the motocross industry. And when I picked up photography, it inherently kind of went that direction. I Googled one day, what does it take to get press pass for Supercross? I wanted to shoot Supercross. I wanted to shoot professional. I wanted to be like in the middle of all that. I remember the comment that I read that made the biggest impact on me, and it said, good luck, you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning. And I remember that to this day, and it was like, all right, that's it. Like, I'm chasing this to the end no matter what. And the first time I stepped foot onto the stadium floor of a Supercross, I was standing right next to shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow with these riders who I grew up idolizing and wanting to be like. And so photography gave me that opportunity. This desire to create a YouTube channel and give back to the community that had given me so much. And I remember sitting in the parking lot looking around to make sure nobody saw what I was doing, because who does that? Who sits in their van and talks to their cell phone about living in a van? Having come from not telling anybody to having 800 people being interested in what I was doing with it, it made me realize that I should do more with it. And over the course of the next several months, making regular videos, it grown to 5,000 subscribers. And social media has become more prevalent in our lives, and it's easy to have this picture painted before us that everything is easy. Everything is right there in front of you, but that doesn't come without a ton of work, a ton of sacrifice, of living in a van, living in a small space. Even though I love it, I took that risk of moving out of a home and moving out of that comfort zone, looking for some sort of payoff, and boy, did I freaking receive it. Like, life is now an adventure. It's great. Hopefully at some point you can lift your head up and you can look around and realize that you've made some progress. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. People talk about that all the time, of like, oh yeah, he's living in his van, like, what's the point of living in your van? Why this, why that? It's not for everybody. Not everybody can feel like they want to be nomadic. I'm doing this for a reason, to chase these dreams, to chase these passions,